Alright, everybody. We're back to the trial. Let's get to it. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah! Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office today. I was told whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. I forgot how I did this voice, honestly. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I will have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. What does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. White, why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, to avoid being found out. There is no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Hmm? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix! Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. That one I can do easily. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss Maya's opinion was all that would be needed. I remember how to do this voice now. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Ooh. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Ooh. Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Do you know the victim, Miss Maya... Their voices are too close together. Do you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Ahem. Why tell me what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do you always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! Ooh! I hope you've made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Witness's account. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusifying. That's reading to you. Some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was when I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking the woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but gave chase. You gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant, I mean, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, we know that didn't happen, but we have to call him out and try to make this work. Let's see, what is about 9? I can press anything I want, but I have to, you know, make things count. So, let's see. I forgot how this shit happened. Died from a blow from a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was struck and caught. I don't remember what time it was. The evidence doesn't tell me what time it is, though I doubt I can get him on the time. It was quite perusifying, that is, reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, spiky-haired man, attacking the woman with long hair. Let's press him on that. Hold it! Spiky-haired? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. Hold it! What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Ooh. Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is saying his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on, anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was surprised, of course. She was there with you. Why would you call her over? And what was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been taping the Faye office phone? Objection! Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she taped the phone of this Faye woman. You make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh ho, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Hold it. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? Ooh. As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Okay, let me make sure that matches up with what the other chick said. The victim dodged an attack, but then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Okay, so, fuck you. Objection! Wait right there. Mr. White. Yo, Mr. White. You've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Oh! Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see their victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Okay. Miss May says right. He says left. If Miss May saw her run to the right, she was in the window. If he was in the room killing her, if the killer was there, he would see her run to the right, but from his perception, that would be left. So they're both right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain the conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. There. Take that! This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing! Order! I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order in this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? I can't even begin. Rapscallion. Rapscallion! Objection! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Witness testimony, she ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. She was hit one time. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? I have evidence that directly contradicts that. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Okay. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Alright, let's press him. What do you mean, first? First? That is what comes before what happens next. Do you speak English, right? Please, sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then... And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Hold it. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there is no point in hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. Objection! The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. I think the final blow. Let's press him on that first. Stop saying it was me. Ooh, but it was you. Objection! Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. I can do nothing, right? Nothing? May I continue? That is what Miss May saw. Let me just try. So each of you saw different parts. Absolutely, that's right, of course. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. You hit her twice. Died from a blow by a blunt object. She may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. I'm afraid of getting this wrong, but I'm gonna go ahead and say died from a blow. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. Okay, the game is smart enough to tell the difference. Oh! What do you have to say to that? Now is my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court that you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. Objection! The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. Objection! The witness is confused because he's lying. No. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side, no slipping out of this, White. Mr. White. Oh, okay. Alright, the two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window and I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then, she turned and ran for the door. Then you hit her with a single blow, thwap! Okay. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. No. Deal with it. This is almost over. Okay, it's not black and white. I don't know what to press or to present on. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Alright, what thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand! Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix! Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Is the floor carpeted? Well, the hotel is another building. How could you hear a light break in another building? I'm gonna say that. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying that you saw the glass light stand? Oh, he saw the glass light stand. Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Oh, okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. I don't think you can see it, though. You can only see glass. You don't see shit. We're gonna press him again. Hold it! The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. He's falling apart. Objection! Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Alright, the killer you attacked her, but she dodged. Let's see. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must be been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran for the door. Let's press him. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. You gave chase? No, not me. The killer, I mean. He gave chase. Objection. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright is only trying to See, I do similar voices, and then White and Wright and the word right, and then in all the characters' voices, it confuses me. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, right, thank you, Miles. Then you did her in with a single blow, thwap. Press him anyway. Thwap? That doesn't sound like a savage attack from your earlier testimony. Oh, yes, well, I am a man of peace, you see. Phoenix. He's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. Okay, he seems nervous when he says Miss Mia run to the left. Let me just press anyway. Hold it. Miss Mia. Mr. White, you know the victim personally? No. Triple no. How could I? Objection. I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harassing the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. Okay, I'm gonna try this. It's probably not gonna. The evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly is the evidence in that statement just now related? They aren't they? Oh no, Mr. Wright, not at all. Mr. Wright, please think about facts before making accusations. Okay, so I actually lost some points there. Don't think about won any points with the judge. Hold up, what if it's the light stand? I think it's the fucking light stand. It was the light stand the whole time. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are floor plans from the scene of the murder, yes? Mm-hmm. Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What did you have to say to that?
Ridiculosity.
Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There is no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fatal Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime where the murder took place.
Mr. White.
Mr. White? You did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor. Miss Mia.
Looks like we're about ready to get our verdict. Objection! That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess to your crime now,
What?
I said you shouldn't... Oh, I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. I'm doing the wrong voice again. Confess that you placed the wiretap. What wiretap? Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, please explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court. Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by whom? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. And thus, Mr. Wright would like to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White has been to the office before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for baseless conjecture that it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Ooh. Ahem, leave it to me. I feel faint. Here we go again. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Okay, that's all he has to say? So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound? Ooh. Correct, that is right. I see, very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Yeah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix! Okay. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Field & Call offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Is maybe the date wrong? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Let's press him. Do you have proof? Objection! Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. I entered the Faye call. Okay, how did you enter? How did you enter? Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Objection! Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fayetteville law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Yes, I did. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fayetteville law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. I'm gonna just press. Why did you tap Mia's phone? Objection! This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Alright, press him. Hold it. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing in there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's riled enough I can bluff something out of him. I'm afraid that this is as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more? I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Didn't I teach your ass nothing? Mamma Mia! Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. So, you're finally awake. Yeah! Hey, Phoenix! Yak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Okay. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? She's leaning her head down like she knows my eyes are down there. When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right, I am Maya, but I am also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. Oh. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in your court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. That's peculiar. Date of purchase, September 4th. If it was a week before, that motherfucker would have never saw that light stand. Yeah! September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
He said he saw that stand a week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. By the way, this is now going to be the thumbnail. Her boobs. Go do it, Phoenix. I know you're innocent. She tilted her fucking head again like she knew I was looking. You know you're innocent, now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated in the court record. Receipt has receipt for a glass light stand. The date of the purchase is the day before the murder. Alright. We just gotta contradict them. September 9th, 116 District Court, courtroom number 1. Okay, are we still here or did we come back? The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. I was just having an existential crisis. Then let's start where you left off.
Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Go fuck yourself. Objection! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of the purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fayenco law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, what you gonna do now, bitch? You can't get out of this one, can you?
No, it is
impossible.
No, it's impossible.
Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree that you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of...
Objection! Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
Now what, Edgeworth? There's no way he can worm out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
Yes, it's me.
Wait, you can read my mind?
There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
He has to be preppy. He has to be an asshole. Another inquiry? This isn't gonna be another one of those updated autopsy reports, is it? This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what'll happen if this can't end now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all.
Ooh. Your Honor. May I go home?
Of course. Thank you for your time. Gah. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life's riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Take that! The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press.
I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia. With the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again! That was quite a spirited defense. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but I love it.
Yes, Your Honor.
I guess you could say that. If you only knew how spirited it was. Well, the court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky to have both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Yeah, thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia! (9:02 p.m. Fanco Law Offices). Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Yeah? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see her face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Do I look like my sister?
Look like you were your sister.
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. I'm about to bust a cap in somebody's ass. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it weren't for her, I'd be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Yay! Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Also, take those images of me off your phone. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers! There's a great burger joint down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Okay. Wait up. Turnabout Samurai. A brand new episode was added, so we did that whole story.